How's it going, One Piece fans? Welcome back to the channel. We got a good one for you today. We're going to be reviewing chapter 1063, The Only Family I Got. Really, Bonnie? Is that your only family? Where's your mom? The cover page. Frozone found his super suit and has completely covered Whole Cake Island in ice. And he also kidnapped Pudding. And by Frozone, I mean the Blue Pheasant Admiral Aokiji, or should I say ex-Admiral Aokiji. He now seems to be working for Admiral of the Blackbeard Pirates, Marshal D. Teach. What's that about? I don't know. A lot of people think it's related to Sword. He's on a secret mission, right? That's what we think, that's what we assume, but we will have to wait and see. My theory is that Aokiji is Blackbeard's brother, right? They both got like similar black curly hair. They both got like a tan skin going on. They got a nice, they both got like facial hair. They both have like, specific facial features, right? Things like that. So I personally think they might be brothers. Crazy theory, I know, but if I'm right, then you guys owe me a like or something. I don't know. You guys owe me something, I guess. But while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, please. It means a lot. Just subscribe. You made it this far. You might as well. Let's get into the chapter. So we got Luffy, Bonnie, and Chopper. They are absolutely stuffed, right? They're massive pig demons, right? They're huge. They're engorged with food and burgers and fries, pizza, things like that. I could be mistaken, but this might be the first time we see a sexy female character in this, iconic Luffy stuffed style form, right? If this has happened before, though, please let me know in the comment because I am curious to see which other female did that. But I think Bonnie might be the first. I've never seen Nami get this fat, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, we get some sick new outfits as well. Luffy's fit reminds me a lot of Tron, right? Especially like the line work on the jacket and the trench coat. It looks a lot like Tron. And I never saw the Tron movie, right? But I think it had something to do with like perception versus reality, AI, simulations, things like that. So maybe Oda's gonna borrow a lot from that Tron movie, the Tron Legacies, that whole thing. I remember playing that Tron level in Kingdom Hearts 2, and it was pretty sick, if I do say so myself. This was back in the day for you new school kids, right? Kingdom Hearts 2, if you played Kingdom Hearts 2, drop a like on this video. Anyway, so Bonnie looks absolutely snatched, right, in her new fit. She gives me Ochako vibes, right, from My Hero Academia. She looks great, right? I also love how just 2 pages ago, she looked like she weighed 700 plus pounds, and now she's like the baddest baddie of them all. So anyway, Luffy uses some casual future sight, right? So he uses his future sight and predicts RoboCop Kuma is about to charge. I love the design of RoboCop Kuma. Something tells me we are going to be getting a whole lot of Kuma action in this arc, right? Like the pacifistas, the Kuma Seraphim, the real Kuma might show up or might play a big role, right? We're at least gonna get some kind of Bonnie Kuma flashback, so it's gonna be Kuma Palooza, am I right? Anyway, RoboCop is upset that they stole clothes and just starts shooting laser beams at everybody, right? He can't control himself, he just needs to shoot his freaking laser beams, right? And Luffy charges up a Gear 3rd punch that we all know would absolutely obliterate the big metal brute. Luckily, Bonnie stops Luffy's attack mid-air and saves this android clone of her father. So it is here that it is revealed that Kuma is Bonnie's father. Dun dun dun. Yes, he is. I thought we kind of got that in the last chapter, but then after reading it, it was explained to us, but not Luffy and the Straw Hats. That wasn't very clear. So now everybody knows that Kuma is her father. What a twist. But you know what's an even bigger twist, guys? You want to know what's an even bigger twist? That Trafalgar D. Waterlaw was a girl all along. We have been lied to for so long. So long. Who would have known? I think all of us thought the same thing here, right? So jokes aside, I think we all thought the same thing. I think we all assumed, oh, did Blackbeard get a hold of Ivankov's fruit or something like that? I think everybody thought that. Like, what the hell is going on here, right? What is going on? Why is Law and his crew, why are they all females now? Makes no sense. You know, unless he got a hold of, you know, Ivankov's fruit, or maybe a new fruit we haven't been introduced to, and it turns out the latter was the case. We get introduced to the OG members, or should I say reintroduced to the OG members of the Blackbeard crew. It's about dang time, right? We see Doc Q, now the owner of the sick fruit. Very fitting, right? Because he always seemed like a plagued doctor, right? Riding his white horse, who also has a devil fruit, which is nuts. And so it's a very fitting fruit for him. It looks like he can create diseases, right? I don't know if it's something where he can just think of a disease, or he has to like make it into like a medicine or something, or should I say like a cursed medicine? I don't know. We got to see how that fruit works exactly. We also see Von Augur, who is the new owner of the warp fruit, which I think is absolutely epic. I personally am a huge fan of teleportation. I think it is one of the most overpowered abilities in fiction, right? Like I think of like Naruto, the fourth Hokage, Obito. They were like masters of like space-time teleporting. Even Hunter x Hunter, that guy with the glasses that could like create like these pocket dimensions, that guy was epic. He was like really underrated. Such an awesome power. And somebody like Von Augur, who's like a sniper, just imagine, like I don't play a lot of first-person shooters, but just imagine you had the ability to teleport in like a Call of Duty game or like Fortnite or something like that, and you're a master sniper who can also teleport. Like you're gonna be so OP, and I think that's setting up Usopp to be an awesome match, like sniper versus sniper. It's gonna be so epic in the end game. I'm very excited to see Von Augur versus Usopp now. And then we also get Jesus Burgess, who just became an even crazier powerhouse, right? This guy was already strong, right? But now he's even stronger. He's the new owner of the buff fruit, which I guess makes him extremely powerful, right? I think it's a pretty basic fruit. It looks like it just makes you stronger, right? Makes you a lot more powerful. Powerful enough to lift a mountain, though. That's pretty insane. I don't think we've ever seen that in One Piece as of yet. Like just raw power to lift an entire mountain. I don't even think Kaido might not even be able to do something like that. So, which leads me to think, like with this fruit, is he strong enough now to hurt Kaido? Like if he charged up a really powerful punch, would he be able to harm Kaido? Or maybe even somebody like Big Mom? Luckily, we will never ever know because they're gone now. So it's impossible to gauge abilities like this against those monsters, right? Because we know Jesus Burgess doesn't have advanced Conqueror's Haki or Rio or anything like that. So can his fruit, being a strength fruit, does it allow him to harm monsters such as Kaido and Big Mom? We'll never know. Anyway, Blackbeard confronts Law, who is now a man again, thanks to his strong Haki, which we learned on Wano that, you know, strong Haki can overpower, you know, annoying devil fruit powers, things like that. And we have no break next week. So Blackbeard wants Law's road poneglyph and maybe his fruit as well. Like, why not? Like, Law has one of the most overpowered fruits in the entire series. So I'd be surprised if Blackbeard's not even a little bit interested in Law's fruit. But we also know that Blackbeard is a very cautious man, so maybe he's like, I'm good. I like Law's fruit, but I think I got enough fruits now. I think I'm good. I got the ones I wanted. I don't really see a huge use for Law's fruit at the moment. Maybe he just wants the rubbings, right? So I do believe he's going to get a hold of them. Maybe Law's going to make a deal with him because I just don't see Law soloing an entire Yonko crew, right? Like I don't see him defeating. Maybe one-on-one, he's a pretty decent matchup against Blackbeard since he's like a long-range fighter. But against 4 or 5 commanders plus Blackbeard, they all have new overpowered fruits. I just don't see Law getting out of this one alive unless he makes some kind of deal where he gives them the rubbings. I think for character development reasons, I think it would actually be really dark and really crazy if we saw Blackbeard actually take out Law's crew and then Law has to go back to Luffy and like ask for help or something like that. I doubt it, but that'd be pretty nuts, right? Because honestly, we all know Law's crew is pretty bad. Unfortunately, right? They're pretty bad. So another thing about this fight, just to finish the review, that we all know this fight's probably going to be off screen, like most of these clashes tend to be. But just imagine if Oda surprises us next week and we get a battle of Law versus the Blackbeard Pirates. That would be absolutely sick. I know they're gonna make Law look awesome, incredible, right? If that were to happen. I don't see it happening, knowing how One Piece usually goes. We usually don't get things like that. That's usually off-screen things that we hear about later. Maybe we'll get a little flashback of it later, something like that. But yeah, it would surprise me if we get to see this in the next chapter. It would very much surprise me, but I'm not gonna put my hopes up, right? I don't want to be disappointed. So I'm just gonna assume we're gonna cut back to RoboCop Kuma and go from there. Or maybe focus on the other Straw Hats or something like that. Who knows? But Oda, if you give us a little bit of this fight, I will worship you even more than I do now, okay? Anyway, much love. More One Piece content coming soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You know the deal. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.